Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm back again with another Shiv Savings video, and in today's video I'm telling you how much I actually spent during the month of April. No budgets, no, oh my god, maybe I should save this, I should save that. This is the actual on what I actually spent. This is the actual of what I spent in the month of April. So if you want to see if I stick to my budget, if you want to see what I actually spent my money on a lot this month, keep watching this video. But before that, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share it with somebody else you know, hit that bell notification so you get notified every time I post a new video, and ignore my raspy voice because I am getting over a cold. So let's get into what I actually spent during the month of April. According to my pie chart here, I spent approximately 38% on my fixed expenses. So this pie chart is just gonna be all of my expenses of this month, and then at the end I'll go into what it compares to based on what I made. So 38% was fixed expenses, so these are things just like rent, utilities, Wi-Fi, and then I also group like Amazon Prime, my gym membership into there because those are things that are fixed every month at a specific day. Those are going out of my bank account, so I just group them all together, and that's 38% of what I spent. I can't really think of ways to lower this. I've gotten rid of a lot of subscriptions. I think all I have right now, as I mentioned, was Amazon Prime, which I am on student because finesse. And then also my gym membership because health. You have to spend some money on your health. And I actually get a reimbursement with my job. So if you do have a corporate job or whatever job you're working at, see if you get a reimbursement for being healthy. If you don't have a gym at your office, they may allow you to reimburse your gym membership. So I only get a certain percentage of my gym membership reimbursed. So it actually isn't too expensive, especially for the gym I go to. So perks. I then spent 23% on shopping, and I really don't know how this happened, but I also know exactly how it happened. And that was just a combination of the Sephora sale. You already know that's already like a couple $100 immediately. Like I get 3 things and my total is $100 at Sephora. So I did get a little crazy on the Sephora sale, but everything was on sale, so it makes sense. And then the second thing is I'm going to a wedding, so I needed to try on a whole bunch of shoes, and so I ordered like 3 or 4 pairs of shoes, and this 23% includes all of those things I purchased, even though I'm gonna return a couple of the shoes that didn't fit me, but there's just no way for me to like go to a store and find my size. If you guys know a store that has a plethora of shoes in a size 4.5 that aren't like ugly and look like grandma shoes, let me know, because whenever I go to DSW, I only find like 1 or 2 shoes of my size. People are like, DSW has all the sizes, even extended sizes. No, they don't. And if they do, they're never available. So I had to online shop, and I bought a whole bunch of them, and that's another thing that went into my shopping. And then the third one is some of my favorite clothes, which if you stay tuned, I may do a video on some of the clothes I got during this month as well. But this 23% is definitely something that is not normal. I hope to bring it down or really have like 0% here, because I don't need to be buying clothes and shoes and makeup and skincare every single month. This was just a specific time where I needed a couple of things. And I mean, the world is opening up again. We're vaccinated, we're hanging out with our friends again, and your girl needs outfits because I've just been wearing pajamas and like old shirts from high school every single day, and I suddenly need to find my style again. The next one that I have is a given, and it's 15% on food. This is a combination, which I'm pretty proud of groceries and eating out, and this is like my half because I have a roommate, so it kind of works out. But you're gonna see in a little bit that I did have a lot more eating out that doesn't count towards this, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But yeah, 15% towards food. I mean, you gotta eat. And I've been buying a lot more groceries so I can cook food at home, so it kind of makes sense. I really hope that it doesn't go more than 15 to 20%. I think that's a pretty decent amount. How much do you spend on food? What is your percentage of food in your spending? Because I feel like food is like the biggest indicator, or like the biggest thing that people can just spend lots of money on and forget about it, because you're just like, swipe your card. You could even go out for brunch, and then you go to the next bar, and you go to the next place, and you get a cookie, and then you get a drink, and then boom, you spent $100 that day. So let me know what you spend on food in a typical month. I'm really intrigued. The fourth biggest thing that I have on my spending for this month is going to be giving or gifts. I have it listed as giving because it includes like charity, gifts, things like that. And this is also another rare occurrence for this month. I had a big birthday. I budgeted for it in the previous months coming up. I knew I was gonna spend a lot of money for this birthday event that I was going to and I was hosting. So I spent 7% on giving, and that is definitely gonna be a 0 for the most part. So I'm not surprised, and I'm actually pretty proud of myself because I budgeted and I only went over like the teensiest bit for this one. So if you do have big events coming up that you know you're gonna spend money on, try to like put those sinking funds into action and save up some money going forward so that it's not a whole chunk of money coming out whenever you have that big event. The next two sections of my spending that I have are both 6%, one being work and then two being healthcare / self-care. So let me explain work for a second. I have a work section now because I'm a consultant and travel is back. And so I made a separate section for whenever I work and I have to use my card for like dinner or food or like a Lyft and things like that, because the company does reimburse it. So you get to expense whatever you spent on eating out up to your per diem. So I have that 6% on what I spent in April, but that will be reimbursed for the most part. And I think this month I did end up getting like half of it reimbursed, so that's why it's down to 7%. But in the coming weeks, it should bring it back down to 0 because I did not spend as much as my per diem was. So hopefully I'll be getting some extra bucks next month because of that. Then I also have 6% for healthcare / self-care. So this was just like a copay on a doctor's appointment. And then I had a haircut. I don't know if you can tell. It's still long. I told her take off as much as you want and she really didn't take off much, which I'm not mad about because I like my length. It hasn't been this long in a while. I wanted to grow out some of the color I had put in it. But I usually only get haircuts like twice a year, if that. I'm really bad at getting haircuts. And so this was another rare occurrence. I have a wedding coming up, needed to get a haircut, and also like my hair was just so long, I needed to get a haircut. So another rare occurrence, but I spent 6% on healthcare and self-care because of that. Getting towards the end of this, the second to last thing I spent money on was 4% on transportation. Again, this was because of that birthday event, so I did spend a lot more. I think I did like 2 or 3 Lyfts and Ubers that I paid for, and then some other people paid for other ones. And then I also was driving around a lot for like shopping and just getting things for this birthday event I was hosting. And then I had just gas. I didn't fill up gas in like a month, so that totaled up to 4% on transportation, which is not bad because before this, when I was traveling to an office every day, it would probably be like 50% transportation because of gas and parking. And I live in the city. Like, come on. Like, I could go down the road and it was Sephora. I went to that Sephora. I went to an actual Sephora to get like matched for some kind of makeup, and it cost me $6 to park there, and I was only there for 30 minutes, and kind of annoying, but you know what, that's Atlanta and it was the closest one. I really didn't want to drive 30 minutes to get to another one, so that's the price I had to pay. And the very last item is 1% on unexpected, and this is not really an unexpected event. I just didn't know where else to put this, and it's just paying for like submitting my taxes online. Sometimes like those websites they may have like the federal one for free, but you have to pay for your state one. And honestly, I really like this website and how it was formatted, so I kind of just stuck with it and paid the couple of dollars. I think it's like $15 to $20 for that, and I filed my taxes for the first time by myself, actually. So crossing my fingers, everything goes well, but that's what that 1% is for. Now, I have this jotted down, so based on what I made this month versus what I spent, I actually only spent 57% of that. So the other 53 or 43%, 43% of that is going to savings and going towards some of my sinking funds, investing, things like that. So I'm really happy. But this wasn't a normal month, so I do want to preface it that I'm not usually, like, I did the shopping, I did the gift giving, I did the transportation, I ate out, I did groceries. This was a month where I spent a little bit on the heavier side, but the only reason it is still 50%, which is pretty low, honestly, is because yo girl got that stimulus check this month. So out of the 3, for some reason, I didn't get the first one. The second one came like 3 months, think like 2 or 3 months late. And then this one also, I don't know why this one came so late, and also why it came by mail. Hopefully me filing my own taxes this year will kind of prevent that. But it came in the mail, and thus it took a little bit longer for me. And so I did have that extra money coming in for this month. So I did do the math to see what it would have been if I had taken out the stimulus check. So what it would have been for a normal-ish month of what I spent, and that is 74%. So if I based it on what I typically make in a month, I spent 74% of what I make, and that I am very, very disgusted by, just because I want to be saving 50%. I want to save and invest at least 50%. That is the ultimate goal. Of course, I have to build my way up there, and with quarantine kind of ending, the world kind of getting back to normal, socialization, a lot of events are happening. Like, we want to hang out, we want to go outside because we're finally able to. I feel like my costs are gonna start going up a little bit, so I'm trying to be lenient. But like I said, that is 74% based on a normal, what I make, and this is based on what I take home. So I'm not like looking at my paycheck and like getting the gross pay. This is based on like what I get in my actual bank account. So like without the 401k taken out, without the taxes, with the taxes taken out, with all of that, everything else taken out, this is what I take home, and out of that I spent 74%. So it's actually like, I mean, let me not sell myself, because 74% is still on the higher end. I want to get it down closer to 50. So I was really proud that this month I spent 57%, and it was a more heftier money month for me. But I do also automatically, stuff goes into my 401k. So a little bit, it was already going into, a little percentage was already going into investing. I don't know what that percentage is, because I kind of just like set it up and just out of sight, out of mind. So I pretend like that does not exist. This is what I'm making, this is what I have. But based on that, it's 74%. So this is a higher month for me. So just wanted to preface with that. But your girl got that stimulus check, and hopefully she'll be getting that tax refund. So she's gonna have these cute little bumps to get her closer to that 50% that she wants to save every single month. And I don't know why I'm talking in third person, but that's what happens when you're a little excited. Also, I haven't talked this much all this week. I live in Georgia, and the allergies, the pollen has gotten my voice, my throat, my cough, my sinuses, my congestion, all out of whack. And this is the most I've talked this week, because I've been trying to save my voice to talk to you guys in this video, tell you what I spent in April. So I hope you guys like this video. Feel free to leave a comment down below if you like what it is, and let me know how much you spend on food. I really want to know. I'm really gonna keep pushing on this. I want to see how much you people are spending on food. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.